Hey folks, you're most welcome to the amazing episode of Rising Beings that we call Rack Crucius. And today we have an interesting guest joining all the way from Australia. And she is also known as the sales coach. And let's hear more about her journey, and about her business. So, dear guest, you're most welcome on the show.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Abby. It's so great to be on the show today.
Perfect, perfect. So, the audience is super excited to know a little of your intro and the business that you are into.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, and in a nutshell, I help businesses scale their sales online through automated solutions and done for you sales funnels. So basically what it is I found in the market that there was a lot of people who knew how to attract leads. There were influencers with thousands of people following them, but the issue was actually getting sales and getting clients. So I loved sales. I've always really been interested in doing it. And so what I'm doing is I'm helping people do it and more importantly, done for you. So people such as coaches can just focus on being themselves and doing whatever they want to do in terms of being influencers. And then my team and I are in the background helping people convert for them.
Awesome. That's something what is interesting. On social media, people struggle to turn the lead into customers. That's something what is
Yes.
super crucial part. And can you please tell the audience that how did you start it all?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a bit of a journey. So basically, maybe 7 years back, I was in health coaching, so helping people train in fitness and well-being and losing weight and being healthy. And so I transformed that online business, and then I had lots of leads and everything coming through. I learned marketing. I wore so many hats, sales, everything like that. And then I realized that I had a really awesome system. I had leads coming in effortlessly. I just didn't want to, serve them in terms of health coaching. And then through that, automatically I started talking to other business owners and started doing coaching and doing digital marketing for some other clients. And so
Mhm.
I kind of did that a little bit in the background while I was doing health coaching as well. And then throughout maybe 4 or 5 years, I started transition, stopped my health coaching, and now I'm full thread, full throttle on digital marketing and sales, because I think that's like my calling. I think a
Mhm.
few years back when I was transitioning, I was nervous to think, oh my gosh, everyone's going to think I'm changing. I'm a health coach. What am I
Mhm.
doing? But then I realized that this switch was exactly what I needed. And it was so aligned to who I am and who I want to be and who I want to hang out with in terms of my clients. And that's kind of where it all started. It just started with it organically happening, me following my path and listening to me. And clients just sort of came in surprisingly effortlessly without me trying too hard.
Okay. So, would you like to share some of the examples? Like, what was your first breakthrough that you felt that I can get into this?
The breakthrough?
Right.
Great question. Um, oh, there's a few things on my mind. So I think when I was doing my health coaching business, I was helping other people out just organically, just for fun on the side, just because I liked it, right? And then it just kept happening, right? So I would say the first time in my health coaching business, I actually was coaching them on health, but they were also doing a business as well. But it was so weird. We're just on the call, just one on one with this other person, and then all of a sudden I realized that they had trouble marketing and digital sales. And I sold them a program I did not even have existed. I didn't have any sales coach, nothing, but I sold them into my new digital marketing coaching program for business marketing, not weight loss. So they got on a call with me thinking they're going to help be healthy and lose weight. But then on the other side of it, I converted them into my digital marketing course, which I didn't even have. So then I realized, oh, I think I'm good at this. And then a few years ago, it just kept happening. And then just maybe a few months ago, I was just in a business conference and someone asked me to do a video editing for them and a video promo for them. I just put my hand up just for fun, not saying it was my offer or anything like that. And then realizing that I wasn't that experienced is what I thought. And then I finished it, and then everyone loved it. The whole organization loved it. It went out to market, and then people are really using that video to promote the solutions in that business. So now I realize I can actually do this full time. I can just full throttle this. I have been doing this part time for fun without getting paid for quite some time. Well, not without. getting paid, but without having an actual business.
Mm-hmm.
So then I kind of scaled up and then it kind of went from there. So I wouldn't say there was one moment. There was multiple moments that kind of led me to the path I'm on now.
Perfect. That sounds really interesting. So, I would love to ask over here. The one thing is like, uh, when you started, so you started as a health coach, then you
Yeah.
took some rest to realize that that is something what is not working for you. So you worked on yourself, you switched, and while switching to sales coaching, so you found that okay, what people are going to say, but still you did it. You switched.
Yeah.
So now,
Yeah.
what do people say now?
Well, a couple of things. I think they say you're so clear. Like I remember I was talking to a friend over coffee and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing on your social media?" When I just started. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, you just sound so clear. You just know exactly what you're talking about." And I just didn't even realize I'm just creating content. So that's kind of one message that I had from one person that made me realize I can actually be good at this. And then later on, I start getting messages to say, "Hey, V, I've watched your videos, I've seen your content, I've watched your podcast, and I'm really interested in working with you." And the funniest thing is, Abby, I'm not even trying. I'm not even trying, as
Hmm.
crazy as that sounds.
All right. Okay. So I think that if you give it a try, so it's going to blow up. Right. Okay. So,
Yes.
please go ahead.
No, no, keep going. I like
Okay.
that comment on if you don't try, it's gonna blow up. If you try, it's going to blow up.
Right. So, I got a question again over here. Is that there are a lot of sales coach in the market, right? What is the different is there? What is the difference is there in your business? How does it make you? It makes you different.
Yeah, good question. And I have multiple answers to it. The short answer is I'm me. I'm V and I sell me. And so if I have this energy about me that people like, I'm energetic, I'm enthusiastic, I get things done and also have fun as well. And if people like that vibe, then they will kind of tap into that through social media or just through meeting me face to face or even through this podcast right now, Avi, whatever it may be. So I think that kind of energy and vibe is what makes me different, right? And so there could be another person who's different and energetic and enthusiastic as well, but they don't provide the experience that I have when it comes to health coaching, and it also comes with sales and digital marketing as well. So I also have not just sales, but I also have that wellness and health and well-being and having fun side along with that as well. And I think there used to be a time, and I think it's changing now, where people have been saying to work hard on their business, really grind out the hours, work 24/7. I woke up at 5 a.m., work harder, right? Not smarter or whatever it may be. My motto is rather than working harder, you work smarter. Yes, but what if you could not work at all,
Mm-hmm.
right? What if
Mm-hmm.
you could not work at all? So I think that's kind of my motto. And I think I'm also living it at the moment. So I think that will kind of show. And so for me, I don't try too hard in being different. I'm just more trying, or actually not trying at all, to just be myself. And so I'll attract the people I attract,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be the right clients for me.
Perfect. So, what you try to saying is that you attract your tribe, right?
Correct. Yeah, the tribe.
Perfect.
I like that. Yes, the
Perfect.
tribe.
So that's something what is really interesting. So no, another question that is over here is like there are a lot of sales coaches out there. So
Mm,
in we are in the middle of 2024, and
mm.
I firmly believe that there are the things which are changed now. So as you being as a sales coach, what do you think is being changed in 2024 which was not there in 2022, 23?
Good point. I think it's becoming clear, and it always has been clear that uh there's so many things happening. There's so much mess. When I say mess, as in our phones have so many notifications. We've got Instagram, Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, all this stuff happening. And so what this typical sales funnel is, and if you've probably seen it, you've got the pyramid. Have you seen the pyramid? How it's like
I did. I
attract.
did.
Yeah, so it's very common. We've got attract, convert, desire, and then take action at the end, or convert. And then from there, I think what's important to realize is it's not just one channel. It's not just one Facebook ad that will convert them straight away. It's not just one Google ad. What's important now is this new concept called omni-channel or multi-channel marketing, where you're actually focusing on multiple channels, getting in everyone's face in different channels to actually then convert. So for example, Abby, if you opted into my ad on Facebook to say, let's build your business and how to actually grow podcasts, you teach people how to build their podcast,
Right.
and you click on it. And then all of a sudden you opt into my ad, you get my lead magnet. But then I show you onto a new channel. Like I send you my YouTube link. You go into YouTube and then you see all my videos. Wow, she's got all this stuff. You start absorbing all my stuff. And then from there, I tell you to go into my podcast and you send that. And then all of a sudden, YouTube being YouTube and all the algorithms, you start popping up on your Instagram ads and your Facebook ads and everything. So I'm everywhere. So I think it's important for a business to actually understand in 2024 that it's not just one channel, it is multiple channels. And it's about understanding your audience and knowing exactly what channels that your audience is focusing on and then honing on that. I'm also thinking it's the balance as well between being on everything and doing scattergun approach versus one thing at all. And I think what I do and what I teach is how to actually do it targeted while actually being on all the different platforms at the same time, rather than being on Instagram for 3 hours, LinkedIn for 3 hours, YouTube for 3 hours. I kind of teach a way to actually do it once, repeat, recycle, so you don't have to do it again on all the other channels.
All right. So there's something what has been changed so far.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, in 2024.
Perfect. So let's talk about the services that you have, and how did you start your first service? How did you charge them? What was your pricing? How much do you charge now people? And what is the mindset that you have right now? And what was the mindset that you had when you started?
Yeah, oh, gosh. So I think when I first started, like my first website a few years ago, I literally charged them like $200 or something crazy like that, like really minuscule amount. And now I'm charging plus 5 grand easily for a single page website. And the reason for that is I think um, what's changed is back then one, was not confident with my offer. Two, I felt I was inexperienced. And three, I was targeting the wrong audience, so I would be focusing on getting anyone and everything, and people would be asking me for more discounts and things. So I would give them more discount. But little did I realize that burnt me out. And so, probably people out there, the audience listening, if you're chasing sales, literally getting the discount for every $1, I think what I did was look back at myself and think I'm worth more than that, right? It's not about the dollar value, but it's about prioritizing time. Like for me, I think my own time is more important than any money in the world. So hence why now I charge more and I feel confident in charging more, not because of just my time, yes, but also I can also deliver value as well. So the
Mhm.
difference between then was scarcity mindset, afraid, unconfident, nervous. Now it's like confident, certain, sure, and willing to go ahead. And I'm totally okay with the client or the prospect or the lead saying no. So there's a difference. I kind of went from nervous to confident.
All right. So that's really a very interesting part, going from being nervous, becoming confident. So would you give any tip to people that what are the things that one can do to the people who are listening over here to become
Yeah,
confident?
great question. I think there's a few things, but I think the number one thing to help is taking intentional action. And so I think there's a lot of teachings out there to say, look within, what's your purpose, what's your vision, all that kind of stuff, all the fluffy stuff, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, right? I think that's part of it. But another part I would say to exercise and do for the audience is to take action towards it.
Mhm.
Any inkling feeling, if you feel curious about something, if you feel interested in something, or if you feel the need to talk to someone about something, I would say do it, right? Because that something, that inkling, something is a message. And so that message is a perfect like guide for you. And if you just keep following that, it will lead you to the path. And then the vision and the mission, all that kind of stuff will come. But I think we all have interests and passion for a reason. And if you look spiritually, I think, everyone's got a plan. And so you've just got to follow it. That's it.
Right.
Follow the guide and take action.
Perfect. Perfect. So now you charge people maybe 10 grands, and earlier you used to charge them 1,000 bucks, right? So you mentioned that you became confident out of it because you felt that you now value your time. You feel that now you can help people with, so that's how you need to charge them more, right?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you said yes and no. So can you please just clarify that?
Yeah, yeah. So yes, as in yes, I feel confident. Yes, I feel the need to charge them more. And no, also because I know that the price is nothing, like nothing, in relation to the transformation that they're going to get with working with me, right?
Okay.
5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand, 50 grand. Like it's just money at the end of the day, like the shift in what they're going to get in just not just making sales, but making a transformation to scale their sales and scale the impact is so much more than 10 grand. One
Mhm.
client for some people is like 5 grand, 2.5 grand. Get 4 clients, that's done. Some people have the vision to do 20 clients, 30 clients, 50 clients, 100. What is 10 grand? What's 20 grand? Nothing.
All right. So let's come on this point, right? Let's say there is a client out there, there is a prospect out there. He wants to work with you. So
Yep.
how is that prospect or lead is going to get the exact help from you? How you are going to help that particular prospect to get from point A to point B?
Yeah. So I think there's two different streams that I can do. And I think this is where I also differentiate. So the first one, simple, is done for you systems, right? So if we have a system that does everything in the back end for you, all automated, all the sales from like the ads, converting, nurturing them to actually getting them to pay is all done for you at the end. The second part of it is for you as the coach to get on the phone calls and sell for them, right? And so
Mhm.
that part, the selling them, is the hardest part in any business, right? So I also do the done for you and the coaching. So if example, Abby, I don't know, do you have any troubles or um what do you call it? Any troubles? What am I gonna say? Do you have any struggles when it comes to selling anything? Like let's use an example, a live
Okay.
example for everyone.
Okay. Let's say if I am your prospect, I would say yes.
Yeah. And what would you have trouble with?
Of course, like asking people to pay us.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so what is the issue of asking someone to pay?
Maybe because we feel that that person is going to think that we are selling them.
Mm. And what's the worst thing about selling someone?
Maybe not be able to fulfill the goals that we have made for themselves.
Okay. So you're saying that maybe your program is not
Mm-hmm.
going to fulfill the need that they want for themselves. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Right, right.
Right. Right. Has the program or the course worked for you?
Yes,
Do you think if you were to ask someone to do the same actions that you did, it would work for them as well?
yes.
And how has that changed taking that action towards helping people help you.
Uh, that has really been a transformation for me. That's what I can say.
Yeah. And do you wish the same for the other person?
Of course.
So how is them working with you any different to selling and you helping them out?
It's just that we don't feel asking the money.
But if it's money, then what's the issue around money?
Okay. Are you asking that if it's not money, then what's the issue?
Yeah, yeah. No, if what is it about money that's the issue?
Um, that's what maybe I feel that I'm unable to figure out.
Mm. So then that's where I come in and help you out.
Okay.
That's where you can break through. Money is something that you can overcome. And is that something you want to do? Be able to help people and ask people for money?
All right. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I feel that this was a role play right over here.
Absolutely, it was a role play. But essentially, you can see how I can help people. One, with the systems, and secondly, with helping people understand
Right.
what it is about the barriers and the blockers that they might have when it comes to selling.
All right. So people, I just wanted to tell you over here a couple of the points that while we were performing this role play, just to point it out, can you just see that how she has been being calm, listening to the problems that I was telling her, and she was just taking a little of time and then thinking about it, processing. That was quick, but it is still there was some time. But she was thinking about it, then understanding the process, the struggle that I have, the problem that I had. Then she was asking the more deeper questions, trying to understand what is the root cause of not able to charge that pricing, right? So that's what one needs, right? The help with. So I was just acting as the prospect, I could say, right?
You did a great
So,
job.
although it sounds like good, I'm good at little good at selling, but it's still there are a lot of things to learn out there. So that sounds really interesting. So now moving ahead to the questions, I feel is that, do you think that there is something is being mixed over here that you feel that I could have asked you that during this conversation?
Yeah, I think we spoke about a lot, and there's a lot more to just talk about when it comes to sales. But I think one of the things I love is that selling is just a conversation. Selling is not selling. It's not a product. It's like features. You're selling this watch. Check it out. It's gold and it's got these cool watches and it's pretty and it's big, whatever. That's not part of selling. I think selling is just a conversation, an exchange, in a value that you're giving to the customer. You're not just selling a laptop, right? For me, selling a laptop with 4K camera and awesome, like 1 terabyte, all the stuff is not important for me. What the laptop is selling me is like the ability to work like remotely, the ability to connect with someone like you, RB, the ability to connect with online and build my business. So the laptop means so much more to me than the laptop, right? So I think
Right.
selling is a conversation and it's more than the product, always
Right.
more than the product. And I
So
think that's a message.
awesome. That's really interesting. So what are the two advices you would like to give to the audience out there?
Yeah, so I think the first one is uh selling is a conversation. It's just an exchange in value. Again, value is not money as always, just value. And the second thing is to have fun. Oh my gosh, have fun and enjoy it. It doesn't have to be hard work. And if anyone out there who's thinking of starting a business or looking to grow their business, right? If you just focus on having fun and enjoying the process and just helping people coming from that phase, the money will follow. It will always follow. is as long as you have fun and enjoy the process.
All right. So that sounds really interesting, right? So people, I really would like you to go on checking her social media to connect with her, learn from her. And if you are struggling to do that, please do connect with me, drop me message anywhere on my social media. I'll get you in touch with her and you can get to learn a lot about her and from her about the sales, and there are a couple of things that she also teaches, so that is going to be phenomenal. And I really would like to say thank you to the audience for coming over here over and again and listening to us, being a valued audience out there. And thank you so much to the guest as well. Thank you, we, for investing your precious time and guiding the audience out there, and of course to me as well for this role play. I really enjoyed it.
I had a fantastic time. Thank you, Abby. And I also want to say thank you to you too for hosting this show. It's been fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Can we say just bye bye to the audience?
Bye.
Thank you.